The truth appears to be, besides the fact that we can't get a straight answer on any of these questions, is that you have hundreds of employees with, it appears, access to U.S. user data that may very well be members of the Chinese Communist Party. You have no way to assure me that they don't have access to our citizens' data. And you won't answer my question in a straightforward way about whether a CCP member has ever gained access or not. I think, from my own point of view, that's a huge security problem.
There have been many cybersecurity experts who have researched our platforms, including Citizen Lab, that our research shows that there is no overt data transmission to the Chinese government by TikTok. TikTok's program features and codes do not pose a threat to national security.
Wait a minute. Overt data transmission? Ms. Pappas, this isn't a hearing for you to testify at will. You're here to answer questions.
I'm providing you with information.
No, you're not. You're talking over me, and you're submitting the information from who knows who funds this entity, who knows who's behind it, who knows what it contains? I don't know. What I do know is you won't give me straight answers to my questions, and the reason I think is pretty clear, because your company has a lot to hide. You're a walking security nightmare, and for every American who uses this app, I'm concerned. Would it surprise you to learn that Forbes magazine recently reported that at least 300 current TikTok or ByteDance employees were members of Chinese state media and affiliated with the Chinese Communist Party?
Again, we don't look at the political affiliations or can't speak to individuals, but what I can tell you is we're protecting the data in the United States.
Well, apparently, though, you do look at political affiliation, because you're quite willing to sit here and tell me that no one who has strategic input or makes strategic decisions is a member of the Chinese Communist Party. So you do know very well, as a matter of fact. You just don't want to answer my other question.
We have thousands of people that work at the company, so I'm not going to vouch on the political affiliation of any particular individual.
Have you seen the videos of Chinese Communist Party members conducting training for TikTok and ByteDance employees in China? That's fake?
I do not know what you're referring to, but what I can tell you
Has that happened?
Any decision...
Has that happened?
Sir, I just said that I couldn't be able to tell you. I haven't seen it. I'm not sure what you're referring to, but I'm happy to follow up. But what
wait, I'm sorry. Let's go back. Let's see if we can cut through the mumbo-jumbo. I'm asking you if the Chinese Communist Party has conducted training sessions ever for employees of ByteDance or TikTok, yes or no?
Not for TikTok. TikTok, the app, does not operate in China. We are subject
You have employees in China. ByteDance has employees in China. Listen, we've been through this song and dance, so let's just skip that. I've heard it all before.
Senator, I appreciate
Answer my question. Yes or no? Have they conducted training for ByteDance employees or TikTok employees?
I can speak on behalf of TikTok, and the answer is no.
No, that's interesting. Do any TikTok employees based in China have access to U.S. user data?
As we have publicly said, yes, we have engineers in China.
But none of them are members of the Chinese Communist Party.
We are working on the access controls to minimize that data access.
I've heard that. I frankly don't believe any of it.
Working with the United States and through the CCP.
Wait. So your testimony is that you do have TikTok employees based in China who do have access to U.S. user data, but you're confident that none of them are members of the Chinese Communist Party and have ever accessed it? Is that your testimony?
Anyone who has access to U.S. user data has and does so to perform daily duties. So if it is for the performance of site management, bug handling, but we have strict controls in terms of who and how our data is accessed. Furthermore,
and none of that's accessible to any member of the Chinese Communist Party. Is that your testimony?
We believe we have the strictest controls out there.
That's not my question. My question is, does anyone who have access to user data, are they members of the Chinese Communist Party?
I feel like I've answered your question.
You haven't, and I feel like you're avoiding it at every opportunity. So let me give you another one, since you're on the record and indeed under oath.
As clear as
I would welcome you being clear.
Okay, thank you.
Any person who has access to U.S. user data, are they members of the Chinese Communist Party? Yes or no?
Let me be clear again.
Yes or no?
For our U.S. users, the data is stored and housed in the United States. We have access controls.
You're not answering my point. Let the record reflect you will not answer my question. Why not?
For any of that data, it's overseen by our U.S.-led security team.
That's not my question.
Daily.
That's not my question. My question is, does any employee who has access to U.S. user data, are they members of the Chinese Communist Party? You won't answer that question.
And again, as a global technology platform, there is no other company that could make that assertion either.
That sounds like a yes to me. I think that's news. You're familiar, I know, with this BuzzFeed article that says that according to leaked audio from more than 80 internal TikTok meetings, China-based employees of ByteDance have repeatedly repeatedly accessed non-public data about U.S. TikTok users. Everything is seen in China, said a member of TikTok's Trust and Safety Department in a September 2021 meeting. In another September meeting, a director referred to one Beijing-based engineer as a master admin who has access to everything. These reports show data was accessed far more frequently and recently than previously reported. And your testimony is that this is false?
Correct.
All of this is false?
That is correct.
No, so there are
Everything that you just stated, there is no such thing as a master account at the
that's not what it says.
period.
It says that someone is referred to as a master admin.
Well,
but you're telling me that China-based employees have never accessed non-public data of U.S. TikTok users?
No, we've already said on the record that we have Chinese employees who have accessed data.
Well, that's what this is saying. So you agree?
If you want to clarify on each individual statement, I'm saying that there is strict access controls around the data that is accessed in the United States that is overseen by our U.S.-led security team. We are working with Oracle.
That's not what this article says.
We disagree with the categorization in that article wholeheartedly.
Oh, never shared data, never, with the Chinese government. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
And has never shared data with the Chinese Communist Party. Is that correct?
We will never share data, period.
My question was in the past tense. Has TikTok ever shared data with the Chinese Communist Party?
We have never shared data with the Chinese government, correct?
With the Chinese Communist Party?
Yes, correct.
Do you have any, have you ever shared it with two members of the Chinese Communist Party?
We have said many times, Senator, that we do have Chinese engineers based in China. I don't think there's any platform up here that would be able to speak to what you're talking about as it relates to the political affiliation of an individual.
So I think you're telling me that there are TikTok employees or ByteDance employees who are members of the Chinese Communist Party? Is that what I take?
No, I'm saying I wouldn't be able to verify that.
Oh, well, let me just ask you that affirmatively. Are there TikTok employees or ByteDance employees who are members of the Chinese Communist Party?
Senator, I'm saying nobody that's sitting on this panel could tell you a political
I'm not interested
affiliation
about anybody's opinion. I'm asking you a
individual.
factual question. Are there members of the Chinese Communist Party employed by TikTok and ByteDance, yes or no?
I wouldn't be able to tell you the political affiliation
know?
of any individual. What I can tell you is how much we're investing.
No, membership in the Communist Chinese Party is not exactly like membership in the Democrat Party. So I'm looking for an answer. You tell me you don't know? TikTok doesn't know.
Here's what I can tell you. I can tell you that our U.S. and Singapore leadership, there are no CCP members. I can tell you.
So you do know that, but you're telling me that you don't know if there are any members who are employed by TikTok or ByteDance, members of the Chinese Communist Party?
Senator, I'm happy to share that we are putting access control.
That's not my question. My question is, that's not my question. My question is, are there any TikTok employees or members of the Chinese Communist Party? Yes or no?
Senator, I'm saying nobody could sit up here and give you that. So
you don't know? You're saying you don't know. You do know your leadership isn't, but you don't know about your employees. Is that your testimony?
I know that everyone who makes a strategic decision at this platform is not a member of the CCP.
A strategic decision. Okay. It's interesting. It's interesting to me that you're quite confident that anyone who can make a strategic decision. How many people is that?
It's our leadership team. So
number.
And again, the leadership team is based in the U.S. and Singapore. Our CEO is based in Singapore. He's not Chinese.